All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I just want to welcome you and thank you for joining us today for this dual credit rundown of the dual credit program. I do have a short presentation that I'm going to give, and then I will open it up for questions. If you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to type them in the chat, and I will answer those when I'm done. Carrie will be documenting those and keeping track of those, and then we'll be ready to go through those after the presentation. This session is being recorded. So, and I worked on the one yesterday. It'll take me a little bit to get the recordings available to you on YouTube, but I am working on that. All right, first of all, high school dual credit. The reduced tuition program was actually started in fall of 14. It allows eligible high school juniors and seniors in South Dakota to take gen ed courses at a reduced rate. The current rate is $48.33 a credit. That compares to the full-time rate for our current students is $351.25 credit. So quite a big savings for them. I do want to note at this time that students do have to pay for their books and materials on top of that tuition cost. And then, of course, since it is dual credit, students are fulfilling their high school requirements while earning college credit. I'm just going to go over the admissions requirements here. High school juniors must have an ACT composite score of 24 or higher, or rank in the upper 1/3 of their class, or have a GPA of 3.5 or higher. And as I noted, these are all ORs, so they only have to meet one of the three requirements to be eligible. High school seniors need an ACT composite score of 21 or higher, rank in the upper 1/2 of their graduating class, or earn a GPA of 3.25 or higher. And again, these are all ORs, and they only have to meet one of these three. Any high school junior or senior who has an 18 composite score or higher and has completed these coursework requirements is eligible. Most of our students do not meet that 4 years of English. So this one we just included in the requirements, but most of our students do not qualify because of that 4 years. And if the juniors or seniors do not meet any of the above requirements, seniors have the option of using their Smarter Balance, which I know they didn't take this year, but I will mention it for future students, a score of level 3 or higher on their English and their math. Students also have the option of taking the AccuPlacer, but they must score a writing score of 263 or higher and a math score of 255 or higher. If your school offers the 10th grade ACT Aspire Summative Assessment, they must score a 434 or higher to qualify for that. All right, what courses should I take? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go out and bring up these websites that I have here just because it's a little bit easier. So I'm going to share first our guide. And I guess for any students out there, I think the first thing you need to do is visit with your counselor as far as trying to determine which courses that will help you on the high school side and the college side. So definitely have those discussions either by Zoom, by phone, by email, whatever that takes. Here I'm talking a little bit about our guide to dual credit success. And basically this has a lot of information in it, but where I'm going to take you right now is to our course planning. And this is for students who aren't quite sure what field they want to, they aren't quite sure what major they want, but they kind of have a field like they know they want to go into the health sciences. So this kind of just gives them an idea of what gen ed courses may be required for that. So let's just go into health sciences. If they click on that tab there, it will take them down and it'll say what careers are available, what majors we have, and then it lists the gen ed courses they would need for each system general education requirement. So that is one tool that we suggest that students check out if they're not really sure what major they're going to pick. Now, we also have our career and major planning, which is another tool that students can use if they're really not quite sure of what they want to do, but at least they can find out what majors like SDSU has available. So I'm just going to type in agriculture, say they know they want to go into agriculture, and apply the filter, and then it will come up with, all the majors that we have in the ag field. So then they can click on those and find out a little bit more about them, and then find out what classes they would need for that particular major. The other option that we have is our catalog. And this, of course, is got a lot of information in it, but I'm going to show you two things that are important for the students as they try to choose classes. One would be our gen ed requirements. So, and I know I'm going through a lot of links here. I do have these links in a Word document, and I will be sending them out to all the counselors, just so you have that because I know it's hard to follow URLs this way. But anyway, this shows all the different goals that students need to have for the gen ed requirements. So I'm just going to go to goal 3. This is our social sciences. And this is all the social science courses that we offer. Now keep in mind, not all of these are offered online, which I know a lot of the students are required or can only take online courses. But just at least gives them an idea of what satisfies those fields. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you in the catalog is our advising guide sheets. Now, if the student knows exactly what major they want, then they can go into this list of guide sheets. They're in alphabetical order, and say they know they want to go into civil engineering. So you go to here and you pick this, the bachelor's, and it brings up a PDF of them. They can print it off, and basically they can go through and pick out the SGRs based on, see, they need English, they need Calc, and they can go through and pick those out and at least be focusing on what they're going to need for that meeting. All right, so I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint here. I think I covered everything on that slide. And we'll just move forward now with the next thing. So how do I find the list of eligible courses? Again, I'm going to go back to the website. That's just a little better tool, I think. And the first thing that I have on my list is the South Dakota My Life dashboard. This is where they can find all of the courses, including the tech school courses. So these have all the SDBOR institutions courses that they're offering and the tech schools. So that's kind of an easy tool to use sometimes, but I will say that is not updated on a regular basis. So don't go by that as far as like, if you're looking at courses in July, that may not have been updated for the fall courses. So but I do put that out there. That is one tool that students can use to find courses. Another place is back to our guide again. We have a list of the courses that we offer fall, summer, and spring. And as you go through these courses, it does list them by the SGR, so written communication, oral communication, and then it does tell you how they are taught. So either online, Brookings main campus. We have a few down in Sioux Falls at the community college there, and then we also offer some in Pierre at the Capital Universities. So this kind of gives you an idea of what we do offer and how they are offered. And then the tool that I believe is the most useful is our banner self-service. Okay, and here, basically students can just go in and browse classes. And you don't have to log in or anything for this. You can just go in and choose, we'll just look at a fall class here, continue. And then they can choose, they can leave the university blank or you can choose one. So we'll just choose South Dakota State. And online, and say we're looking for music, you just type in like the first few letters of the subject, and then it'll come up. And we're gonna look for music 100. So then it'll bring up all the details or all the sections that we're teaching online. Looks like we'll just have one this semester. And then here it'll tell the seat availability. So it looks like we have, of the 40 seats, there are 35 available. So at least that gives you an idea if it's open or not. Another good tool here with using this is you can go, I'm gonna cross off that and cross off that. You can go into advanced search and say you want to know all the courses that SDSU is offering as a high school dual credit. Under Gen Ed, you can choose high school dual credit. And then that will bring up all the courses that we're teaching online in alphabetical order at SDSU. So if that's, your student doesn't really know what they want to take, but wants to see what all is being offered, that's one way too. And these are up to date and current. So that is probably the best tool. And like I said, I will be sending out the links to all these websites that I'm taking you to. Whoops. All right, and one thing that we're doing at SDSU this semester is we are offering guaranteed dual credit courses. So here's the list of courses that we are going to guarantee students will get into if they apply before August 10th, which is 2 weeks before classes start. So as long as I have their application materials by August 10th, they are guaranteed to get into one of these courses. And I want to note that the one of the following 3 courses, kind of at the bottom there, the art appreciation, music appreciation, and theater, if they choose art and it's full, I'm not going to guarantee they're going to get into that one, but they could get into music 100 or theater 100. So those are kind of courses that we want to give them a chance to get into, but they may not get into the one particular arts course that they want. And also keep in mind that the first 3, the English and the math, they do require either placement or prerequisite requirements for students. All right, now the next part is getting